Okay, let's go ahead and jump some ranked games with the adventure, with the sack surprises, and seeing what we're going to get today. So it looks like we're rocking a stone case with a wooden buckler. Now we could try to go for a bunch of boomerangs, which I do love doing, or we could literally grab 2 shields. Should we go double hero shields? Now hero shields only block melee damage, but dealing plus 10% damage could be kind of fun too. If we go for a big and practically large blood turn, that could be a lot of damage. I'm not sure if I do want to do that though. Actually, let's actually try it. Let's grab a broom, let's figure out how we're going to fit this in so we can have our wooden buckler in also, which I don't think we're going to be able to fit in a second wooden buckler, unless we do something like this. Let's take our twine, which is going to give us another twine, I do want to take all of them, but I do want to roll looking for a single leather bag, so I'm going to roll. And we did manage to get one, which is amazing. Which means we can free this up and increase the speed on our broom just a little bit. Now, honestly, I'd rather have the speed on our broom, but we're not going to get as much max life putting in our broccoli, but I'm still going to do it. This is going to be round 1. Double shields going to be kind of nice, unless we come across a ranger with a little wooden bow, but yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot to eat up all our stamina with double shield. But they're still going to do a large amount of damage. Until we get rid of their stamina, we inflict their blinds, so they can't hit us, and if they do hit us, we do have a chance to block it. But unfortunately, we do end up falling short still. Not ideal. Now, I do kind of want to take the bag of stones with an extra stone. Spike shields could be kind of nice, but I'm not going to take it. That is a boomerang, which makes me really want to craft that up. Hell yeah, I'm going to be taking it. Let's take a banana. We could take another fanny pack. I do also want to take the leather bag. Leather bags have just a little bit more storage. The thing is, we should sell our wooden buckler here. But I'm going to get rid of our broccoli. I'm going to take a 1 shields. I'm going to put in our broom. I'm going to add this in 2, and this is going to be our next round. We're going to reserve the bag, and we're going to move on. We're going to craft up a boomerang. Boomerang is just going to be too good not to take. And we'll see how we get on with this. Potentially actually smash through this ranger. But they do have a little short bow, which is not what we want to face, but we should have a lot of damage. With a stone, with a broom, with a wooden sword. Unfortunately, they do have a lot of healing amplification, so it's not looking great once again. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're facing some pretty darn tough opponents that is beating us down, unfortunately. Maybe taking 2 wooden bucklers at the very start might not be the best play. Unfortunately. But when we get a boomerang, we should be in a much better spot. Now we could take Nourish, please. Giving us more time to steal opponents' buffs. Take a lot less damage. We could take this and go turtle with our shields, which could be kind of fun. All these options aren't really that great. I'm going to gamble, actually. Let's take a gamble. Let's see what it's going to be. Knife to Beach is kind of nice, actually. We do get ourselves a mage badge, which honestly I'm not going to be taking today. I'm going to roll. We do get a whetstone. We are going to be crafting up not a shepherd's crook, hero shield. I'm actually going to spend 2 gold grabbing this too. We're going to take an extra stone. We're going to roll again, and we do get ourselves another pair of gloves. We do get ourselves another twine with another big old banana. So we're going to take the twine. And this gives another twine, which I'm going to take too, but I also really want this big old banana. And yeah, this is going to be our next round. I think this should be pretty decent. We're going to get a hero shield. And we do need to find another whetstone to craft up a second hero shield. We need to find ourselves another wooden sword to go for another boomerang. And we'll see how we get on with this. Our opponent does have a spike shield, which is not going to be so great. But again, our boomerang is going to be literally a ranged weapon, so it doesn't trigger the shield. Our opponent does have a strong help buff for a lot of heals. Another healing amplification ranger. We also have a spicy banana to use their stamina's healing, which actually is looking pretty dicey. What am I talking about? Big ol' smashers, hell yeah. But we got a hero shield. With grab you, I will take another twine. So that's going to be 1 hero shield and 2 more boomerangs if you want it. I'm not going to take this one then. So I'm going to roll. I really do want this stamina attack, but I also really want to find ourselves a wooden sword. You know what? I'm going to take it. Let's roll again. You get a dagger. And also a whetstone. Also another banana. We just need to find ourselves. Holy moly, we could go for multiple hero shields. Is multiple hero shields going to be good? Probably not. I really do want this dagger though. Dagger, we get our knife to meet you to deal even more damage. It should be pretty good. I'm going to have to sell 1 twine. I'm going to have to sell 1 twine so I can craft it up. And yeah, I'm going to have to venture on with this. But we should be able to get a lot of damage on a hero shield when we craft up that Daggerang. And we're going to see if Knife to Meet You works with. But we should be able to get that massive damage within 8 seconds. And we should be able to deal a lot more damage with a hero shield. So it's looking pretty good. I started off as a pretty bad start with double shields into double hero shields. Looking kind of awesome. But we got a Daggerang. And we got our extra wooden sword. And I do want more twine right now. So you're definitely a dagger, which is awesome. And I think I'd prefer to grab ourselves another boomerang. Maybe get rid of our freaking broom, to be honest. Yeah, let's get rid of it. We don't necessarily want it as much anymore. And let's craft that up. Which means I'm not going to go for triple hero shields. Or should we? Triple hero shields? Yeah, I think that's a little bit too crazy. Let's take our storage. Let's go ahead and grab this for now too. Honestly, we probably want this in here instead. But we're going to craft up our second hero shields. We're going to craft up our boomerang and we're going to venture on. This should be pretty decent. We should still be able to get our Night to Meet You trigger in 8 seconds. Daggerang dealing about 6.6 DPS. Which is actually pretty nuts at this point in the game. That is for sure. Definitely going to be pretty nuts. But can we still keep up? Honestly, it's not going to be close whatsoever. And smashing. We're going to get our second hero shield, which is going to be a lot more damage. We do get ourselves Hunger Blade. So we did change our setup around to have our 2 hero shields like this and have our Daggerangs inside our stone case. We do want to grab this banana. We're taking extra stone. I'm going to roll like crazy to find ourselves a dagger. We did find ourselves another twine. Also, eye lamp on sale for 4 is crazy not to take. So I will take it. Let's grab our twine. It does give us another twine, which I'm going to have to take also. And I do not want to craft up a rope, although we could use it and trigger our Knife to Meet You a little bit faster from the beginning, which could be kind of awesome. But let's venture on with this. So our Daggerang right now from 6.6 DPS to 6.3, it actually went down a little bit, but it should still be pretty decent. We should have a high chance to steal our opponent's buffs like crazy, then also have a chance to duplicate them. So it's actually not looking too bad. So double hero shields to block those melee damage. The only thing is if you come across a ranged weapon like a magic staff, it's not going to be so great. We did get a hammer though. Do we want the hammer? It's also piggy bank. Could be awesome too. I think I'm just going to roll for now. Now, Light Cupboard could have been awesome too. We could also take the anti-flammable, but I'm going to roll looking for a dagger. So we can craft up a second Daggerang. Knife to Meet You Daggerangs. Looking like they're going pretty awesome. I'm still going to roll though. I want to find more daggers. I want to find another stone because we could end up going for a stone golem. And let's go ahead and take this too. But I'm going to roll once more. Do you want the armor? We could potentially try to craft up an employee's uniform. I don't think I'm going to take it. I think I'm just going to venture on with this. I think this still should be pretty decent. We should be able to trigger this at 6 seconds right now, which is going to be a lot more damage. Especially with an extra 10%, 20% from our hero shields as well. So the DPS on this should actually be pretty decent. 12 DPS. Actually looking pretty good for this point of the game. Hell yeah. Now we do have a choice to make. Should we go ukulele? We did pass on a flute, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. But with shields, we could just be speeding up our Daggerangs. Just grab a bunch of birds, just have these going super fast, dealing a bunch of damage. We can also take the turtle, so our shields block 100% more damage, but it is melee focused shield, which is not the best. Archaeology, the fedora. I mean, we could place it in here and actually just have a higher chance to block damage. And also have a higher chance to freaking steal those buffs. We'll also steal more buffs. You know what? I actually really like the fedora here. But ukulele, we could have some craziness with that too. So I think I'm actually going to take the ukulele. I'm taking a man orb. I do want to take this actually. We do get a treasure chest. Do you want the treasure chest? I'm not sure if we do. So right now, I'm just going to roll. We do get a practically large greatsword. So we could, honestly, if we took that Hunger Blade, we could have went for a practically large Bloodthorn, which would have been awesome too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the boots for now. I'm going to roll once more. And I kind of want to take Hilgarbs because we could end up going for a Stone Golem, which I'm going to be down for. But we're looking to generate up some more mana to potentially get a big mana buff bomb if the fight goes on long enough. But we're going to be stealing opponent's buffs, which means they're going to be doing a little bit less damage. Which means our hero shield is going to block that damage a little bit easier also. So we steal their heat, we increase the speed of everything that we do have, and smashing. Definitely smashing. Let's grab you. I don't really want this. We could craft out employee's uniform to get some trade offers. Might not be too bad actually. It's a lot of block. I'm going to take it since it is on sale, but I'm going to roll. We'll grab a storage. We could try to go for Shelly. But let's roll again. I think I'm going to have our armor in anyway. But let's venture on with this. So we'll see how we get on with this. Honestly, I just want as much shields as possible, and I hope we get shielded in the next round. We get a bunch of shields, we get a bunch of birds, we get a bunch of flutes. We can steal a lot of buffs, speed up our Daggerangs, deal some big damage, and just be super defensive. However, this magic staff is a ranged weapon, so our shields aren't going to be doing anything, unfortunately. Which is exactly what I thought these shields were going to be doing. Unfortunately, we didn't get shielded. Do we gamble again? Do we take time manipulation? I don't think we do. Bloody harvester or bloody manipulation doesn't really do anything. Heavy Deacon I don't want, so we're going to gamble. And we got Fortuna's Kiss and a bird. So the bird's awesome. Literally fantastic. Also got a heart container, which I'd love to go for heart shield. But first of all, let's take this down a sec. Let's take our bird. Let's increase the speed on our Daggerangs. Now we could use our Fortuna's Kiss to give us more mana, which could be kind of awesome. I mean, we could actually get our Stone Golem by taking that. Yeah, we should take this and craft up a Stone Golem. Stone Golem Daggerangs would be awesome. The only thing is we do need to generate up a lot of regen, which is going to be a little bit difficult. But let's go. I think we should be in a fantastic spot to speed up our Daggerangs like crazy. And we are going to begin some melee weapons, which means our shields aren't going to be blocking a lot of that damage. Also. But our opponent has some shields too, but our weapons are ranged, so it doesn't matter too much. We're stealing all their buffs. And honestly, if our opponent does have regen, we have the potential to just steal all the regen and activate our Stone Golem. Which is actually going to be kind of awesome. And smashing. It's also a flute, it's also another dagger, which I do want to grab. But I really do want to craft up our Stone Golem. And with that, let's go ahead and take our flute too, so we can trigger our items a little bit faster. Which means we probably do want to take away our eye lamp also. We could sell it right now. We just want our triggers to be on our Daggerangs with our Stone Golem, so I'm going to sell this. Do I still want to take the dagger? Again, I just want our Daggerangs to be hidden because they're the ones going to be stealing it. I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to place it in as of right now anyway. So we're just going to put it in our leather boots. We are going to venture on with this. And we're going to see how we get on with this Stone Golem Daggerang type situation. We are going to be getting the Cupcake Staff with infinite heats. We could be in trouble because our freaking shields don't block the Cupcake Staff. Or the freaking Ruby Wall. But we're actually not looking too bad. We got our Heart Container online. And smashing. Hell yeah. So we got our Stone Golem, which is going to be amazing. Let's take you, hoping for Arm of Steel. Arm of Darkness is actually not too bad. Not sure if I want the Jin Slab. I'm going to roll. We do get a shield, and we can craft up a Moon Shield, which hell yeah I'm going to be down for. Also, we really want our Stone Golem beside our Hero Shield, so it gets that damage also. We also want a bird to target too. And we want that extra damage as well. But we're going to sell our boots. We're going to sell our boots because I do want to grab this also. Because I'm going to be crafting up Moon Shields. That way we get infinite mana, we get a mana orb, and we should be in a fantastic spot from there. The only thing is, our Fortuna's Kiss is going to have to target a ukulele, which is not exactly what I'd love to do, but it's going to have to do. It's going to increase our chances of duplicating those buffs, which is still kind of nice. But right now our ukulele is only going to be targeting, well, it's going to be targeting Fortuna's Kiss as well. But it's going to be targeting our Stone Golem and our Daggerangs and our Knife to meet you. But I am going to venture on with this. I think this still should be pretty good. If we do get our Stone Golem online, we should be able to stun our opponents pretty fast. And since our opponent has a lot of regen, we do get it online, we get our block. And this Stone Golem is going to be doing some big damage. So actually, looking pretty darn smashing. And once we get our Moon Shields, once we do trigger Stone Golem, we're going to get crazy mana. And get a big mana buff bomb. Hell yeah. Let's grab you for now. Let's grab the storage. I do also want to grab this too. And we missing out one slot to have our armor actually in. So I'm going to take this for now so we can trigger this, get a little bit of mana too. And I'm thinking this is going to be looking pretty good. So hell yeah, I'm going to be venturing on. And we are going to begin a Hammer Dagger Mercury Elemental with honestly a little bit of blind too if they do get some regen. It's going to be a lot of poison stacked up, but you're also going to be stacking up poison on themselves. But can we still win out? We still have to activate our Stone Golem. Unfortunately, our regen is just not enough. And yeah, we do fall short because our opponent didn't have any regen. And we could take the Imperial Large Greatsword. We could also take our treasure. Double rainbows. Honestly, not too bad. I'm not sure if I do want it though. I will gladly take the storage. I'm going to sell this actually because more regen at the very beginning is incredibly fantastic. Sell the broom. Let's take you. Flip this up top and actually put our armor in also. So we get a ton more mana from the beginning also. Also speed up our golem a little bit. And let's waste one more gold roll. You want any of this stuff? You can craft up a vampiric armor for scaling mana, but again, I just want our ukulele to be triggering our stone golem, our daggerangs. Maybe we actually want to get rid of this. Although we could increase the chance we do stun instead. Now I'm still not adding in this dagger. I kind of do want to add in, but I also kind of want to leave it in a roll. But I was kind of holding on hope to get another daggerang, but I'm not going to take it. Another armor or another stone skill pod is going to be amazing. Let's grab this. We could go for another hero shield, which I'm not going to do. But we'll see how we get on with this. We start off with 30 mana, almost a big mana buff bomb immediately, which does trigger stone golem and tons and tons of block. So this is looking actually insanely better and smashing. The only thing is we do need a bunch of birds. And it's crazy good. We do have 60 DPS though, which is not terribly bad. It's actually pretty good at this point of the game. Within 8 seconds we dealt almost 500 damage. As for heals, not a whole lot of heals, but as for block, we do end up with about 308 block. But it is going to get better since we're going to get ourselves some more block. Let's take it, let's move this here. Let's switch you like so we can have this situated like that and we can have our armor in as well. And we could take a pot too, a heroic pot to help our stamina. Or we could just roll. We could craft up Paradise Burb, and I actually really do want that. Yeah, Paradise Burb is going to be nuts because it is going to give us even more chances to duplicate our buffs, which will be incredibly fantastic, especially with our daggerangs. We steal our opponent's buffs and apply them back to him. Now our opponent is rocking a Turbo Shelly with a lot of heat generation, but that's a lot of damage from our side, and we're stealing their heat too. So actually, looking pretty good. Honestly, not looking too bad. At 1.7 cooldown stone golem with about 33 DPS. It's kind of nuts. Honestly, Daggerangs is a hell of a lot of fun. You can also add in a hammer, but I don't really want to. Let's take this and craft up a Paradise Burb. Let's roll again. Let's actually grab this fanny pack. And let's roll again. We can also try the lamp. There's also flutes, which I'm not sure if I do want to grab the flute, to be honest. I'd rather grab some birds. Or am I crazy not to take the flute because we are going to be pretty decent. So what we could do is actually switch this over to this side, have this flute here, and then add our next flute in this position also, which I'm kind of down for. The only thing is our prismatic orb is actually going to be a bit of trouble for us. Now I did actually switch all set of rounds. I switched all set of rounds so we can have our stone golem inside our stone camp because that's 15% faster. It's faster than the fanny pack, and it is also going to be a chance to duplicate their buffs. So we should have had done that from the start, but it is what it is. It's going to be much better right now. We're still going to take our flute. We're going to move on with this. We do want a bird to be targeting a flute as well, so we can actually increase the speed of that also. And yeah, we're going to move on. Now I also put a Fortuna's Kiss on our shield, so we do have a 39% chance to block. It's just going to be a small bit more. But we'll see how we get on. Our opponent is going to be dealing some big damage. We could be in trouble. We actually are struggling to get our big mana buff bomb a little bit easier, but we managed to get our stone golem online and the fight's already over. Hell yeah. But we got our Paradise Burb. I do want to take this stamina sack, and I do want a bird to be sitting in this position. I did want to take our extra flutes. I'm going to roll. We could have taken the stone, fanfare, another flute, another dagger. Holy moly. Lots of awesomeness. The only problem we're having right now is our storage, because we need all this side over here. So the ukulele is going to be definitely a lot harder to actually position. Now we'd actually rather fanfare. We'd rather fanfare because it is going to be in power and mana. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to place it in this position for now. Which means I'm not going to take this ukulele or this flute. I definitely want to grab this too. We also need our bag of stones in. We're going to sell you and we're going to sell you. And we're going to take a regen. Now we could forego a lot of damage on our stone golem. It's 10 plus damage for this bag of stones. But we could take it out and actually just have our flute situation a lot better for ourselves. So I think for now I'm going to have her set up with our ukulele like this, so we can actually put in 2 of our instruments in this position. which I think is going to be awesome. However, I think for this runs, I think we're going to settle on this for now. I do kind of want to grab this too, and we're going to need the storage. So if we're not going to be using an extra flute, we could sell it, and our banana. You know what? Let's actually do it. So we can take this for now as well. We can have this set up like so. And this is looking a lot better, potentially, hopefully. We'll see. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to be good enough. We do have 2 more runs to go. We are going to begin a Turbo Shelly with a Cold Mirror. Also going to have a Boomerang too, and we're going to have a Turtle for a crap ton of armor. But we're going to be stealing all our buffs. We got our Stone Golem online right now, and I think we should be in a fantastic spot and amazing. Stone Golem with Daggerangs. Looking smashing. Grab you, come on, I'm gonna steal. I'm at life. Not so great. I'm gonna steal, I'm gonna get a ton of empower. I'm gonna roll. Love to grab more storage, which we can't. Do we grab a treasure? Hell yeah. Snow Cake is kind of awesome, but not right now. Another bag of stones I'd love to take, but our storage right now is pretty darn packed. Unless we get rid of a Hero Shield. Is the Hero Shield actually worth it in this part? It's plus 10% more damage, which is potentially going to be more than 10 damage. But it's a start battle, so it's not really. But it is more defenses, and I do kind of like it. It adds more damage to our weapons. So that's going to be about 2 damage to this, 2 damage to that, and 4 damage to that at minimal. So that is about 8 damage. It's not quite 10 damage, but I'm not going to take it. I will gladly take another 15 block. Let's roll again. And we could take another flute, which I'm not going to. Let's sell you to roll one more time. I'd love to take another Mana Orb. Is there any way we can take it? We could sell our Amulet of Life. Amulet of Darkness is kind of nice with our friendly neighborhood Stone Golem. I mean, we could sell our Amulet of Darkness and our Amulet of Life to take it. Try to get a second big mana buff bomb. But I actually think we're happy now for this. I think this is going to be a fine setup. Stone Golem Daggerangs actually looking pretty darn smashing. Fortuna's case, maybe not as great. I mean, we could also be trying to increase the stun chance. But 30% of 30% is literally another 9%. It's basically the same as this, 9%, which is not that great. 9%, this is going to be 26% chance, and this is going to be a 62.5%, I think it is, or 65% chance to steal those buffs. I'd rather that extra 9% on our defenses, giving us more time to get a big mana buff bomb and just steal all those buffs and just increase our damage with our Knife to meet you. But let's go and see if it's going to be good enough. Is Stone Golem Daggerangs going to win out again a Hammer Dagger Knife to meet you? With a bunch of lifesteal and some Tiger Runes. They're going to be multi-stunners too. This hammer is going to have increased stun chance too. So we could be in trouble. But with the amount of shields we do have, we're going to be blocking a lot of that damage, which is amazing. And we're also going to be just removing all their stamina, which is also amazing. We're going to be stealing all their vampirism, we're going to be stealing all their empower, we're going to be stealing pretty much everything. And I think we should be in a fantastic spot. And the faster we do activate our bird, the faster we do activate our musical instruments, the faster we do activate our Stone Golem and our Daggerangs also. So honestly, not looking too bad. Gonna begin a Berserker's Hammer, Dagger action, and smashing. So we actually end up with a 77 DPS, being our Stone Golem and our Daggerangs doing a lot of work for us. Not insane damage, but still pretty good. As for heals, not a whole lot of heals, max health, 20 max health, which is not that great. Natural block, about 40 block per second, about 450 block. Stone Golem being the vast majority of it, and then our Stone Skin Pods. And we managed to block 33 DPS. I mean, Hero Shields, Moon Shields into a bunch of freaking Hammer Daggers. Honestly, it's the most ideal build that we could have faced. But anyways, we did try 3 lives left, so let's go and see just how much rank points we manage to get. Plus 11, ranked us up quite a bit actually. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope to keep a lookout for the next one. I'll see you next time. Now, can we deal with a Cupcake Staff ukulele with a bird? They got triple Amethyst Steel, which is going to be mad. But they're going to be turbo stacking in power, which honestly, it's not too bad for us. They're not going to have as much defenses, to be honest, so we should be able to beat them down, and hell yeah. Now, can we take on double Burning Swords, Burning Dragon, or Obsidian Dragon, and a Ruby Orb? They're going to have a lot of damage on this Burning Blades. But we should still be able to win out. Potentially. They're stacking up a lot of heat, but that's massive damage, and smashing. Their vulnerability ran out, and big damage. And finally, can we take on a heat stacking Cupcake Staff? They're going to try to go infinite on heats, But the more heat they stack up, the more we can steal and the faster we get, which should be awesome. Potentially. But they have a lot of block to get through. We're super, super defensive. And not too bad.